Aries, welcome. This is your general reading for April 15th through the 18th. It is just a quick energy check-in, so please only take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest for somebody else. If you're looking for a longer read or this doesn't resonate with you, please check out my channel. There's other dated and timeless readings for your sign. You can also check out your other chart placements if you happen to know what those are. Okay, so your main energy here is the Five of Discs, which is not one of my favorite cards. It talks about a lack of something, a restriction of some kind going on in your life. Now, this can show up in several different ways. It can show up in a lack of money, a restriction on your money, or even talk about poverty. It can talk about feeling left out in the cold by others. And it can also talk about just focusing in on the things that are lacking in their lives or the things that we feel like are lacking in our lives. So sometimes it can even become a lack of mentality, like constantly thinking and feeling like we're lacking in something. So we'll figure out why that's going on for your energy. But you also have here the Green Man, which is the Fool card in the traditional deck, telling me you're starting out on a new journey, and it may be to overcome these restrictions that you're feeling in some way. So let's see. Aries, please. The Seven of Discs, you've been working very hard. You're going to be working very hard during this time. And the Seven of Discs can usually in my readings comes out as delayed success, in that, you know, just keep working. You're almost kind of there. It just hasn't come into blossom yet. But sometimes it can say that you keep working at something and it's not going anywhere. So again, we will see where that's playing out. You have the Queen of Wands, which is one of your own energies, so that's always nice to see yourself show up in your readings. It tells me you are embracing who you are. And the Page of Cups, you may be doing some reflecting on your emotions during this time, or you're getting some new messages of love in some way. You have the Eight of Wands here on the bottom of the deck telling me you're taking action towards something. And I feel like what you're taking action towards is this new journey. And I do feel like it's to overcome this thing that's lacking in your life. And this could be play out differently for different people, what's lacking, where that lack or restriction is in your life, okay? But it does look like you're taking action and working very hard to try to overcome it, and you're embracing who you are, maybe doing some reflection during this time. And there could be a new creative or passionate opportunity coming in for you guys, which that might be starting you out on this new journey that's going to change the foundation of your life. For some of you, this could be within the sense of abundance, okay? Yeah, and you have that Knight of Discs, which tells me you're going to take movement towards the most gain. But with the Knight of Discs, you do have to be careful. He is the slowest moving knight in the deck, and sometimes he doesn't want to take that movement until he knows what the sure-footed movement is. And that might be holding you up here in the Seven of Discs state too as well, is maybe you're being too hesitant. But the Eight of Wands is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. So you do want to take the action, but you might be hesitating in some way. You're putting some thought and investigating into this situation, but this is your wishes coming true, and there's justice in this situation. You're ascending above and creating abundance. I feel for most of you, this isn't about abundance, okay? So let's see, why is the Five of Discs here for our Aries, please? The Page of Swords. Okay, so it's not saying why it's here, and I think that's just because this reading's for so many people that it probably plays out differently for different ones of you. But it does tell me that you're putting in the effort to try to figure something out here with this Page of Swords. You are looking into it. You are trying to investigate and do some research into how to overcome the restrictions that you're facing during this time. So you may be thinking about investing, or you may be thinking about a side hustle or a side business, and you're trying to figure out the information you need to be able to do that, okay? The Green Man. The Page of Cups. Let's see, let's get one more on that. The Queen of Wands, that's you. Okay, so this reflection on your emotion here that you're doing, or these new messages of love, is actually starting you out here on a new journey where you're really going to start embracing yourself and who you are. Okay, so let's see. We'll see more when we get back because it's just clarifying with the same two cards here. The Page of Wands, or yeah, the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Is the same thing here. So we'll wait till we get to there to do a little bit more. Okay, so on this Seven of Discs, it's telling me you do need to make some lifestyle changes here in order to reach that success. And with that Knight of Swords mixed with this Page of Swords, that's what you're trying to figure out how to do, okay? Because it seems like you have been working hard, but you're not getting to where you want to be. So that investigation, and then once you put it into action here, and you start working, you know, start working on whatever lifestyle changes, this is going to turn into something successful, but it still may take some time. The King of Cups. So there also could be new love coming in here for you, or yeah, I do feel like for a lot of you, this might be with the water sign that you're having maybe new communication here with this person, because it is on the Fool card. Let me get one more just to be sure, because for a lot of you, I'm feeling like this isn't a love thing, but the Three of Wands, you're looking out to build your future. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, I feel like it's, for some of you, I feel like it's saying, open up your heart and go towards what you love, okay? And do so in a leadership role. Head towards the things that you love to do, okay? For others of you, there might be new love coming in for you guys. For those of you where this is not new love, where this is about you finding your passion in life, something that you love to do, all right, that will also help you with abundance. It's telling you with this Three of Wands, which is one of my favorite cards here in the deck, it talks about visualization, okay? It talks about sitting there, you know, it's kind of like that daydream state that we go through when we want to imagine all the wonderful things that we could do with our lives, okay? It's saying you need to take that time to figure out how you want to expand yourself, where you want to go, what directions you want to head. You know, visualize the future that you want and then start heading towards that. Whatever you're going to love, whatever is going to help you embrace who you are, okay? What is this? Page of Cups, please. But for some of you, this is new love coming in, probably with a water sign. The King of Swords. You're trying to strategize, okay? This goes back with this Page, this Knight, and this King of Swords. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. For a lot of you, this is all one thing, and this has to do with how to build the life that you want, the abundance you want, a life that you're going to feel good with, okay? And the King of Swords, he is very intentional in his decisions. He makes great strategies for being able to accomplish things. So it looks like you're doing the investigating, you're moving towards the lifestyle change, and then you are coming up with a strategy after reflecting on your emotions a bit. And I kind of like that you guys have this balance between this reflecting of your emotions and making the decisions mentally. Okay, so that's a nice actual thing, is that you do know how you feel with this Page of Cups and King of Cups here. It's saying you're basing this off how you feel about your life, okay? But your decisions are being made very mentally, very strategically, based on logic and information, on what will get you to where you want to be. So that's actually really good. The Hermit. In this particular deck, this Hermit card often plays out with the Ace of Pentacles, although I don't see that. I do have the Fool card saying you're on a new journey. He holds a pentacle in his hand, and there's actually a bag of pentacles here. And a lot of times in my readings in this deck, he will play out in the business sense, okay, where you're going within, trying to figure out where you want to go with your career and money and abundance, okay, with the things we create here in the physical world. So some of you may even be considering going into business for yourself, or starting like a side hustle, something along those lines, just because he usually plays out that way. But the Hermit, the Hermit card itself means going within to look for, you know, the information or perspective you need in a situation. There might have been some conflict or bullying or abusive relationships in your past. This is a necessary transition for you to get abundance and equal give and take, okay? An equal give and take can be in a work relationship. It can be in a romantic relationship, okay? But I feel like you're not going to settle for anything less than equal give and take. If I put this much in, I want the same amount back, okay? And again, with that Hangman, pulling away from situations, going within to find your perspective so you can reach that time of happiness and reward, okay? So that's beautiful. This is actually a great reading. Even though your main energy there is that Five of Discs, that Five of Discs is pushing you here into changing your entire life into something that you're going to enjoy and be able to embrace who you are and create a future that you're going to love. So even though there is some restrictions and probably, you know, some difficult feelings to deal with that reflection on it, it's pushing you to start out on a new journey towards something better. Kick up your heels. Yeah, it's time to have some fun. You want to enjoy life, and that's what I feel like you're trying to head towards, because you are reflecting on your emotions of wanting to feel good, okay? Visualization. Yeah, and we talked about that here with this Three of Wands, that this is a time for you to be visualizing what you want for your life. Moving forward fearlessly. Yeah, and I feel like that's what this here is. And it's coming right above this Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Three of Wands. Okay, yeah, it's time to move forward fearlessly. And you are kind of doing that. I can see that in your cards. Body movement. Make sure that you are moving during this time. It's spring. It is time to actually get our bodies moving again. In the winter's times, a lot of times we stall out a little bit. Take that little bit of more of a hibernation approach to things. But getting yourself moving will also make it easier to actually move forward, okay? Because it actually moving a little bit, doing a little exercise, some yoga, something like that, will actually give you the energy you need to face things. The thinking woman, you know, we see that with the King of Swords and this Knight of Swords and that Page of Swords. You're putting a lot of thought into this. Goddess of the Moon, saying trust your intuition during this time. And I think that's going to come out during your reflection on your emotions with this Page of Cups. I feel like intuitively you are going to know where you want to head. If you just have to listen to yourself, okay? Broken heart. Yeah, and some of you may be going through something that has broken your heart. And that might be part of this Five of Discs for some of you, is you may feel left out in the cold, and it may make you feel like you're lacking in things right now. And some of you may actually still be holding a heartbreak from a long time ago. I'm getting some of you, this is something that just sits in your heart a little bit, and it may not even be a recent situation, but it may be holding you up from feeling good, okay, with that Page of Cups. The Garden and the Gate. I love this card. I feel like it always says, you know, the gate's right there. All you have to do is open it and you can walk into the garden and all things will be blossoming for you, okay? So the gate's there. Just open it and walk through. Let's get best actions for you guys to take during this time. Best action for Aries, please. This is actually a really beautiful reading. Some of you may be starting over completely. You know, sometimes if we go through divorce or something like that, or we lose a job, we start over completely. Yeah, and that's that Ten of Wands. You see she's moving. She's got all her stuff back. She's kind of walking away. But that has nothing to do with the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands actually talks about stress and burden, okay, and carrying a load. So you guys have been carrying a very heavy load. And as an action card, this, you know, kind of says you're almost there. Keep going. You know, don't give up. Just keep going. You're going to get there. The Three of Cups. You know, and along with that kick up the heels, I feel like it's saying, you know, do some socializing. You got that body movement. You got this kick up the heels. You got this Three of Cups. I feel like it's saying make sure that you take the time to enjoy life too. All right? Enjoy life. Let your body move. Enjoy your friends, socializing. You know, kick up your heels. Move your body. You are getting there. The Knight of Wands. Take bold, passionate movement towards the things that you want and desire. And Justice. There is justice in a situation for you. This also talks about balance, cause and effect. So look at the cause and effect of situations. If something's not making you happy and you continue to do it, you're basically making the decision to continue to make yourself unhappy, okay? So stop doing that, all right? Because that can give us that lack of mentality when really just a different choice can turn our whole lives around. And I feel like that's the point you're at in this reading. Like, oh, I keep doing these things and I keep having this lack, this restriction, this whatever. Well, that's the cause and effect of it, okay? So don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you can have, what you can create. Visualize where you want to go and start heading that direction boldly. Yeah, there's new, passionate, and creative opportunities coming in for you guys. Yeah, some of you have even experienced some mental health. I'm not saying like diagnosing or anything here, but it talks about anxiety, depression, insomnia, sleepless nights where the thoughts are just going in our heads. But you're heading towards that King of Abundance, that King of Pentacles, who's all about abundance. Yeah, you're going good places. This is good. And we all go through these times in our lives and we need them because that's what helps us grow. And it looks like you're in a major growth period right now. I am going to get you an animal advice card and then we will close out this reading. And for any of you who are interested in, any services with me, you can find my Facebook down below. That's the only way to contact me. If there's any other contact from somebody, I don't reach out to no one, okay? So you can only contact me through my Facebook page. As of right now, I may add things later. And if you're interested in any of these tarot decks, there are some linked there as well for Amazon below. Squirrel, always prepared. Excuse me. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful, fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all that you need. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make sure you're still having that fun. You are an expert at work and play. So make sure you're also playing. That has also came out in your reading. But where it says, don't let life's distractions take you off course. I feel like this Five of Pentacles energy is kind of, has taken you off course, but you're getting back on and you are making plans for the future and life will give you what you need. And all that sword energy is what's helping you to make those plans, okay? All right, Aries, it's been a pleasure to do this reading for you, and I do hope that it finds you well. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. It really does help my channel out a lot, and it lets me know that these readings are resonating with you guys. All right, until we meet again.